Yo, what up? This your boy DJ Roby, aka Jada Barber.
And it's me, Vanessa B.
And welcome to this episode of This is Bananas with our special, lovely guest,
Woo!
Sandra.
Give it up.
Thank you, guys.
Hi, lady.
Hey.
How you feeling today?
I'm a little nervous.
No,
believe it or not.
don't be. We nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, you don't gotta be nervous. We all family. You know what I'm saying?
It's just me
In the
on
club,
TV.
we all fans.
I just feel like I do too much sometimes. So let me know.
You said you do too much sometimes.
I do too much sometimes.
We encourage.
I know
all of
my
that.
folks gonna say you do something all the time.
There's never such thing as doing too much.
I know.
You know what I'm
I really
saying?
don't care what.
It's a
got
thing when you don't do enough.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying?
'Cause this
And
could be the last day, right?
you never know. You definitely never
I tell
know.
them, make
Go
sure you
crazy.
got my lipstick on
Oh, you got to have.
and leave my mouth a little open.
No,
I want to say something else.
I ain't never heard of that one. So
Well, y'all hear it now.
I like that.
Just crack
I
it
ain't
open.
never heard of that
Say
one.
something else for real.
In case I need to say
I need
something.
the last word.
Yes, my last words.
I
And what-
love that.
What would them last words be? Because I can just assume.
I'll be like, y'all ass better not be sitting here crying over me because I'm in a better place, so you better party.
Stand up,
You
right?
better party, hardy. I didn't already told him, dance, damn it, dance.
For real.
Shit.
Hey, I'm a fool because in my mind, mine would have been like, kiss my ass.
I didn't say that enough. I didn't say that enough. They already know how I feel, when I'm trying to do what I need to do and they getting in my way.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. But yeah, thank you for coming on the show. You know what? I was like,
Thank
I
you guys
gotta
for
reach
having
out
me.
to Sandra. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
But before we get into it, it's just some things that's going on. I want to address a few things like, man, there's a crisis going on right now.
Mhm.
Oh, let me rewind back. Happy holidays to you guys.
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? First and foremost,
Yes.
you guys celebrate. I don't really
midst of it
celebrate
all.
Thanksgiving like that, but
Yeah.
you guys,
Well,
Yeah.
you do.
I don't.
Because you give thanks
I-
every day.
every
you
day.
just don't celebrate that particular day by itself.
Because I'm Indian.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We gonna leave that
Yeah, whatever that means.
Yeah, they slaughtered Native Americans. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
true. I feel you.
And people be
I
like,
feel you.
"What?"
My kids are like that too.
I was at 7-Eleven last 2 weeks ago, and the lady was like, "You ready for Thanksgiving?" I'm like, "Nah." She said, "Why?" I said, "Because I'm Indian." She was like, "No, you're not," because she's Indian. I'm like, "No." I
okay.
said Native American. She was
Exactly.
like, "I'm like, nah, not Indian from India."
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
She
you more Indian than she is.
she couldn't grasp the concept in her
Right.
head.
She don't know
You
nothing
know
about that story.
Yeah.
She don't know nothing about
I
that
hate when people
story.
automatically assume you lying.
Yeah.
Oh, so no, you're not.
Listen, my parents are from the South.
Yeah.
They're from the Tennessee and Mississippi,
Mm-hmm.
down in the Delta and in the hills of Tennessee.
It ain't country with Indians. What is?
Yeah, because people got a misconception that Indians are like
Tails.
exactly, and they're not, or they look like the Hispanic people. They look like everybody. There's black people everywhere you go.
Oh, it is.
You
It
know what
is.
I'm saying? But yeah, so what did you guys? You said it was your son's birthday,
Yeah,
right?
it was Mariana's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just chilled with the family, ate, slept, took a nap, ate some more. We went to but that weekend we went to an NIU game, which was 20 degrees. Well, it was 15 degrees on Saturday. It was so cold, but it was such a good. So the holiday was good. The holiday weekend was good.
That's what's up.
My kids came down we just finished a house in Mississippi. So
Mhm.
it was their first visit. So they all came down. It was
Right.
awesome.
We're in Mississippi.
Pickens, about 45 minutes from Jackson.
North,
in the
south,
room.
east, and west.
It's south of Jackson.
So you're in South Mississippi.
South.
It ain't
I'm in
Mississippi, it's Mississippi.
That's right, the southern. Don't get it twisted.
How is the winters there? Like right now, what's the weather?
It's cold.
It's cold. Yeah.
It's cold.
What's the cold though?
30.
30. Okay.
But then it'll go back up to like 50, 60. Like
okay.
I think Friday is going to be 70.
Okay, but that's still considered like a little breeze
Yes.
for them.
Yeah.
But
it ain't
the
too
difference between there and here, you get the sun. So it kind of
Okay.
feel hot when
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
cold.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you cook?
I cook part of some things. I cook some dressing. I cook potato salad and ham, which my daughter didn't like my ham because she wanted me to put all this crap on there. And I'm like, I'm cooking
The new
this.
thing.
What does she want you to do to the
She
ham?
wanted me to put
Look at her face.
shit.
Probably like some
apricot,
pineapple,
all that old stuff, that old sweet stuff, you know. And I just wanted,
I've been seeing that a lot
I just
lately,
wanted
just
a
like
regular
filling up
ham.
ham.
That's
Yeah.
all. A regular ham.
regular ham.
So I ended
Yeah.
up taking the rest home because nobody wanted it.
So she wanted all this stuff on the ham.
Yeah.
And since you didn't put all the stuff on the ham, she said
No,
she ain't gonna eat
exactly. That's La Quinta for you.
it. LaQuinta, you should
That's
know. I gotta
LaQuinta.
see a picture of a ham. Christmas is coming up, LaQuinta. I need to see the type of ham that you make because
Quinta is a country girl. She will throw down,
Oh, yeah?
have you hungry looking at it.
yeah.
I'm just telling you.
Hey.
She's a chillin' girl. She know how to clean chillins and everything. But I
Oh,
told her,
I
I said, we're not going to have no chillins in the
No.
house. Not in my new
No.
house. I just didn't want to smell it. Now, in the summertime,
not the new
we could do
house.
that. Not the new house.
love chitlins.
That odor lingers.
Well, there's a way that you can do it that is not an odor because I was
What,
with
the
my
potato
friend.
or the onion?
I think it was with an onion because
I don't know if I
she
never-
was me and her we was having a conversation and she's cleaning these chitlins and I'm like I don't smell them. So it was just something that she was doing.
Yeah, been an onion.
Is it the onion inside the water or something?
It probably so. Inside the water, but
Yeah.
I don't remember it working.
You know chitlins.
Onion.
You know chitlins sort of look like Italian beef, right?
I wouldn't put the two of them together.
Check it out though.
Y'all is crazy.
I would not put the two. You're getting cursed out.
No,
that's
what
for
I'm
sure.
saying is just imagine tricking somebody.
Yeah.
You got the chitlins and like
By the look.
in the gravy, yeah, and because I've been seeing
that's
people.
if you fry the chillins and you're making the gravy.
when
Really?
think about it. Italian beef kind of like shrivel up once you
Oh, I
put
know
the
what you're
heat
talking
to it,
about.
right?
Yeah, and then it kind of get a little grayish.
Yeah, it get a little grayish.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just
Okay.
saying that because
That's
I
gonna
had
have me
saw on
thinking.
Facebook somebody had made had a tray of chitlins and they had all kind of stuff in it. They had like potatoes, onions, and
So they made
peppers
it
and
like
stuff. And I'm just like,
gumbo or something. Right?
man, folks be doing all kind of things with
Yeah.
foods. You know what I'm
I've
saying?
had chitlins like with the
yeah,
potatoes and
no.
stuff all in it.
No.
It'd be good.
My father used to do it with rice. He'd take the broth of the chitlins and he'll cook the rice in the broth. And it was good. But I just can't eat
We
no
said
chitlins no more. I'm done with that.
We ain't doing. You grew up in Mississippi?
No. Chicago, South Side, 53rd
home of the
State.
Steppers, home of the
Yeah,
Steppers.
South Side represent.
Without
But
a doubt.
I'm a city country girl.
You a
'Cause
city country girl?
every summer, my parents would get us out of the projects. and
Yeah.
take us to Mississippi, and we had to spend a whole summer there.
And y'all grew up in the same town that you finna move back to?
My parents grew up there.
Okay.
And that's the place where I went when I was a kid.
Got
so
you.
it's a lot of memories.
Got you.
Really
So you talk about your parents and them being from Mississippi. Are they half Indian? Because I'm part Choctaw.
My grandmother, my mother's mother, Daphne, Cha-Cha.
Choctaw.
Choctaw.
See?
Okay.
See, now folks think I be. Here
No,
we-
it's true.
I'm telling you.
And my
Show me
seriously,
looking at you like, oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And my aunt, I mean, she had long hair, a long braid, good hair. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So yeah.
That's how my hair used to be. I used to
Yeah.
have good hair till it fell out.
Oh, change. And normally when it's falling out, it comes
We
back
gonna
totally
believe 'cause
different.
you said it.
It comes back totally different. Take your head off. What you got?
Oh my goodness, man.
Okay. Yes.
Crazy.
Somebody said they've been selling us chillins for Italian beef. I'm telling you, they.
I don't think I'll let that pass.
Now y'all got me looking at
Yeah. So for Christmas,
God.
we ain't even gonna do it. You guys celebrate Christmas?
Yeah.
You celebrate
Oh
Christmas?
yeah, I mean,
It's a big thing. So you cook.
I mean, yeah, somewhat. You know, when my mother passed when I was like 13, it was December the 8th. So Christmas really hadn't been Christmas. You
Man,
know,
this is
so
coming up.
since I had my kids, you know, you try to do it for them, but my kids are like so anti this and that. I don't know if it's keeping them from spending money.
Yeah.
No, what it is.
They Jehovah's Witnesses when it comes to
not
Christmas.
That. I wouldn't go that far. But they acting like it. That's for sure. That's for sure. I don't believe in that. That's a pagan
holiday, huh?
Yes,
Trying to
that's
get
what
out
they
of
say
it.
all
Hey,
the time.
y'all doing the right
Definitely.
thing.
This is the first time my daughter ever celebrated Halloween because her kids are in middle school now, and she wouldn't celebrate it. And so they came home and said, "Mom, can we go out trick-or-treating?" And I was really shocked. I was rooting for them, because she don't put up Christmas trees. She don't do any of that.
Yeah.
But it's okay with me.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And
This is a spend money thing.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
They said this is the time to spread love, right? So with that being said, like, hey, we had a crisis yesterday in Elgin. What we known as Tent City, it caught on fire. And it wiped out. It's horrible. You know what I'm saying? If you got any type of compassion in you, you feel some kind of way because you have people that's already displaced, and it was colder than ever last night. And I don't know what was going on. The wind was like 100 miles an hour.
For real.
It was.
And I don't know if they was trying to keep warm or whatever they was trying to do. It caught fire.
But tell me this: the place is on 31 by the driver's license place.
No,
I was told that was supposed to be for the homeless.
Oh, that new place that they just built.
There's 2 buildings.
They just built 2 buildings.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what's up with that?
Well, that's not done yet, though. Yeah, that's not done. They're building all kind of stuff. Yeah, they building all kind of stuff. But them people, I was always intrigued by what they had going on down there.
Yeah,
because they had some pretty interesting things.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
The passion to survive is like
Amazing. Like it's like if you would have looked that way coming, up 31, going up the
going towards Seville.
No,
back towards Elgin.
Going towards Wing Street. So
towards going up the hill.
Oh, okay.
So if you would have looked at it on your right, they had where it looked like an apartment building where it was high up. Like it was high up, it was wide. Then if you would look down the train tracks, just passing the train tracks, you see they got airway.
Was it
high up?
The flame?
No, I'm not the fire.
Okay.
Just the tent city before it caught fire of how they built it, like a city, real floors. It looked like it was floors up there, for real. It looked like a real.
So they got
city.
real creative.
They got very creative.
Real creative. Looked like a little town down there.
Yep. And there's multiple sections, and I heard they got a governance system down there and everything.
Really?
It's in order. So, from my understanding is, if you down there acting a fool, they'll kick you out of the community.
Really?
Yeah, they got a governing system. So these people. So what I noticed from last year to this year was everything was kind of sectioned off, but then they created that the longer strip, and then they had the blue tarp from one end to the other. And when I went down by there today, all of that was burned up.
So how was they staying warm? The propane?
They probably had propane. They had to have propane tanks. You know what I'm saying? Because
that may have been what caused the fire.
I go to the library often, and now that the trees is down, you can really see up. You can really see up into the. And I noticed yesterday, I was like, oh man, somebody created a chimney, because you can see the smoke, and because it was windy. Maybe the wind blew. It's just like people trying to fry a turkey inside the house.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
never no right time, but yesterday definitely was not the time. It was. It's just not. It's not the season to just lose everything. It's just. That's horrible.
Definitely, and it was very, very, very cold outside. You know what I'm saying?
So we could jump into a quick what's going on this weekend. There are a few organizations that are having drop-offs for coats, blankets, and things. Tiffany Simmons, Brittany Walker. Look them up on Facebook. Look on their page. They are posting. They're posting a lot. Look on my page. I'll be sharing all of their posts. Just grab everything you got in your house that you just ain't been using. Really, a lot of us just got stuff that's just sitting that just we ain't using, we ain't looking at. We just hoping for a day, waiting for a day, and now's the time. Get that stuff away.
Yeah, and you know what? It did put a smile on my face to see how many people kind of like acted in a humanity sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, listen, we finna do X, Y, man. People was popping up, boom, boom, boom. I was like, man, I was impressed. You know what I'm saying? But then we did have some people out there saying crazy things, the conspiracy theorists and whatnot. But at the end of the day, like I tell folks, it's a crisis.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't matter how it happened.
Don't matter how it happened, it's a crisis.
Yeah.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if y'all can help out, man, it'd be appreciated. And I can tell y'all this: them folks ain't asking people. They're not.
Oh.
And they don't. You know what I'm saying? So don't be like, oh, they down here. No, they don't ask. So you know what I'm saying? They will go without. But you know, we have good people like, you know, Tisney and her crew, the IMG, the music company. Yeah, they'll go down there. Pershula Sanchez, Shirley Bassett, you know, she's with the Kane County.
With the African
American
Coalition.
Yeah, coalition. Yeah, so we have several people, you know, that's willing to get down and dirty, 10 toes down.
Yeah,
you know?
for real.
That's what's up, Elgin. Appreciate y'all. So yeah, so back to the scheduled program, right? We have the beautiful Sandra in the building, man. I'm so excited, man, because I met you a long time ago, but I didn't know you until I started working at the barbershop.
Okay, that's my daughter says she knows you. Mel.
Yeah. Mel is your daughter?
That's the oldest.
Mel
India.
The cook? No. Oh.
Cook.
No, she caters food.
Oh, no.
No, not that Mel.
Not that Mel.
Let me tell you something. I'm good. Listen, I'm sorry, Mel.
No, not that Mel.
Yeah.
She ain't catering no food.
I'm about to say, because she get down. She definitely get down. But no, you know, just working with you guys at the barbershop, you know, you got the beauty salon next door and everything. I'm like, oh man, they pretty cool. You know, because you see people in passing and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So when you see people in passing, you don't really know that person.
Right.
You can have an opinion about a person.
Exactly.
And it can be a biased opinion. Then you get to meet this person. You like, yo, this mom is really cool.
Thank God for that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, for sure.
And I love your spirit. Your vibe is on 10.
Thanyou.
Every time that I see you.
Because I love you too. I love everybody. I do. I really, and it's real. It's real. It's truly real.
It is.
Yes. And it is. Seriously. Deep down in my heart, you know. And I like to spread the love. Spread it. You know.
So you say you from Chicago. You got how many kids you got?
I have 3.
You got 3 kids.
I have a 42, 41, and LaQuinta would be 40 in January.
So why you named the Clinton, not the other 2?
Why did I say? Because she was the head. I can get her out.
I'm giving you a hard time.
I can get her out. So Mel India, Thomas, and LaQuinta.
I'm definitely giving you a hard time.
You can't give me a hard time.
Yeah, my dog done try to creep on over here.
She wants to be in too.
Mm-hmm. She finna sit right there.
Yeah.
So I've known you. So I know you from doing hair.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I first met you. You was in East Dundee or West Dundee.
I was in both.
Well, they like right here.
They right there. So I started in West Dundee.
Okay.
And I was there for 4 years, and then I went to East Dundee. Okay. I was there for 3 years. So I was in that area for 7 years.
Okay. So here you are from Chicago. Mm-hmm. Your parents moved here from Mississippi.
Moved to Chicago.
To Chicago. Mm-hmm. You from Chicago to Elgin.
And all over the world.
It's a lot of stops in between there.
Come on. I got pregnant with Mel India.
Okay.
At the age of 20. And I didn't know what the hell to do.
Got you.
I was in Chicago. My mother had passed when I was 13 and got pregnant. I know y'all in Chicago listening. Y'all know about that. I left Chicago. I flew out. I was like gone. Mm-hmm. And because I was pregnant and I was pretty much ashamed. Mm-hmm. You know, I happened to get pregnant, you know, by someone. And so I went and minded my own business and I had Mel in Mississippi. Mm-hmm. My life changed. I got God Save Me. I mean, he was there for me all the time. If you know anything about the projects, Chicago.
I knew all of them was on State Street. Just about.
Yeah. And we was the last one on State.
Y'all was the last one.
So we stayed in the hole.
Okay.
And the hole, if you get caught in the hole, because there was two buildings on State Street, and there's one on Federal, and there was only like one way out, and that's State Street. If you get past point,
Got you.
And so it was interesting. So I left there and went to Mississippi, and that's where my family started. I stayed in Jackson for about 7 years. Yeah, 7 is always coming up in my life. You know what 7 is? Completion.
Yeah, 7 is a good number.
It's completion.
Is it?
And so I was in Jackson for 7 years. I was in West and East Dundee for 7 years, completion. And my birthday is 7/7/61. 6 + 1 is 7. Completion. I really take that serious.
Yeah, I see.
And
it's crazy because the 6 and 7 has been coming around for me too, like at the end of something. And I ain't never thought
pay attention to that. Okay. Seriously, it means a lot.
Okay.
And so I left and I went there and got myself together, got baptized, saved, and all of that. And so I thought that the South was a little bit too slow for me after a certain time. It was time for me to come back. And so when I came back, I went to Decatur, Illinois.
Oh, all stated from Decatur.
Yes. And I went to school for cosmetology in Decatur, Illinois. Okay. So one thing a lot of people don't know about me, and I would really like to say, sometimes you can look at a person and you'll wonder, how did they get where they are?
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you ask them, they may tell you the truth. I'm here to tell you the truth.
Well, yeah, well, tell us.
To where, when I left Chicago, like I said, I was just young and immature, didn't know what to do, got pregnant. Thank God my uncle sent for me. And then I ended up getting married in Mississippi. Not my kid's father. I was just a runaway woman, If it ain't right, I'm gone. Bye. Gotta go. I don't even care. I don't care about child support. I don't care because I don't even want to see you. I'm out. So I met this man that was actually 22 years older.
22 years older than you?
Yeah. And that's the experience of, if you ladies are listening, sometimes we end up looking for our father. And that's who I thought I end up with. Someone that was similar to my father, 22 years older. He was the one that told me, why don't you go to school and do hair? And I was like, you ain't treating me right, Yeah. And so the Spirit said, and God been with me all of my life. And sometimes we don't even know until we are in those situations and we experience the things that we experience. And then when you look back, it couldn't be nothing but God.
Absolutely.
Or whatever you believe, the higher power, whatever, somebody higher than you. And so he told me to go to school, and I was like, and the Lord said, girl, take that finger down and get your butt on in school. And I did. But the reason why I kind of did this, something that some people know, not all will know, to where losing my mom at an early age, and I was hanging out in Chicago, I completed up until 10th grade, my sophomore year.
Really?
God is so good, to where when this man told me to go to school and I did what I did it because I was feeling like, now how in the world am I going to do that? How am I going to go to cosmetology school and I didn't complete, I went. They let me in, and I graduated. You understand?
I understand.
I'm like, Whoopi. Yeah. Same thing happened to her and a lot of other folks. God is good. And so I went to school and I finished. I completed. I failed the first test by 1 point, and I kept thinking about the situation that I was in because it was not a good situation with the husband. And I kept thinking about he don't want me to make it. He just said that just to test me.
Mm-hmm.
And I went through with it by the grace of God. And so I went back and I took the test and passed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been on since then. God has really blessed me. Because sometimes when you just leap out on faith, you know, and not be afraid because of fear, it'll take you places that you never, ever imagined. So here it is. That was in 93. I calculated, so it's been about 31 years since I've been self-employed, not working, you know,
Push that up to you.
just trusting God, you know, and he's been moving me. So then I went to school and we did a project and we had to name our business. And so the name of my business was This Is It. Now, This Is It is powerful.
Got you.
This is it.
Okay.
That is powerful. It was so powerful, like, this is my life. This is it. If I don't get shit right now, it ain't.
Absolutely.
So this is it. And I took that, you know, on a journey. And I mean, the plan was already there for me. And got out of school, took my clientele out of school. Miss Tony Ross in Decatur, Illinois, if you're still living, I really, truly thank you and appreciate it. Anybody know her out there? She gave me the opportunity of having my own place. She had a shop upstairs and she gave me the downstairs. So I took my clients, had my chairs and everything and started there. And I stayed, you know, in Decatur for, you know, for about 5 to 7 years probably. And then I headed on back north. And I landed in Seaville. And so when I came out, I had that man with me, and I said, "You got one more time to mess up, nigga." And he did. And I said, "You know what? You ain't got to worry about paying nothing. I got this."
Right.
And I filed for a divorce, and he was gone, and my career, and thanks today, Warren Poston, and that's where it started. So I went to Bees, and see, God has, I'm telling you, I will speak of him a lot because it wasn't nothing but the Lord gave me the spirit to go to Elgin. And the first shop that I got to was Bees. She was on 31. Remember on State Street?
Yep.
31. Oh, I got so many darn tickets on 31 because you couldn't park there. So B gave me the opportunity to work in her shop and found out that she was the one of the oldest hairstylists there. And so along with, what's her name? Touch of the Town? Touch of the Town. What's her name?
I forget her name. Dolores.
Can't forget Dolores.
Big up to Miss B and big up to Miss Dolores.
Yes,
you guys are real pioneers in the game.
Yes, and I had to,
big time pioneers in the game.
And I had to call it out because they was here before I got here. You know,
I was always wondering who was here first.
It was B. I don't know between B and, I'm pretty sure because Miss B is older than Dolores.
Yeah.
So it had to be B. And so she gave me the opportunity, and I was real grateful. And I was at the point where I was ready to venture out and get my own. So I said, okay, I want to rent a chair. And so people wasn't ready for that yet, you know. So I went out on my own. I told Day Day, I said, Day Day, in 6 months, I'm going to be out, man. So if you're coming with me, you better come on.
So Day Day was at Bees too?
Day Day was at Bees. Wow. That's where I met Day Day. David Harris. That's my guy. Yeah. Yes. And so he was there, and I'll say about 6 months or so, not quite a year, Day Day was in my shop with me. So
let me get this straight. So B said, all right, come work with, you know, not come work with me.
I met her husband.
Okay.
Remember when Bill?
Okay.
The guy that she was married to before this husband. Now he was a good man to her and good husband, and I know she knows that because they recognize that all the time with kids. And he was sweeping up because he would go there and clean up for her, because she was working hard. He was the one that opened the door and introduced himself, and I waited around to be. But she did give me the opportunity.
Wow. So she gave you the opportunity, and from there, you branched off and established your own.
And gave everybody else an opportunity.
And y'all never clashed.
No.
That's power.
No, even though what I wanted, she may have not been ready for. But no, I really thanked her. I never talked down or anything like that. I'm grateful because you never know who door you may have to step in again.
Absolutely.
So it's best to always remain in a loving situation. So and we did. So I left there and I did that. And so after I left there, West Dundee.
Okay.
So I was just driving down the street of West Dundee. And I said, oh, Lord, it would be a blessing to have a place right here. God is my witness. Right where I said it would be a blessing is where it was a blessing.
Yeah.
I saw a sign up. I went in there. And at this time, I was raising my 3 kids and my 3 nephews.
Okay.
And as a single parent. And God bless you when you take care of other people. He really do. And so I had they had good report, which gave me good report because the lady said, you have kids? I said, yeah, I got 6 of them. And she said, what school they go to? I said, they go to Dundee Crown. And she was a truant officer, something there. And she said, oh, I know the Stanfords. And I said, yeah, and they had good report. The lady did not even check my credit.
Really?
Didn't check my credit. She just let me fill out the application. I was in. And so years later, everything was well. Years later, someone else had bought the building. It was a new landlord. Because the other landlord was living out of town and she was working as a project manager or whatever. And so the new manager came in, the new owner, and he started investigating on everybody. And when he got to me, he didn't see what he needed to see. My credit and all that old stuff. So he came inside my business one night and he says, he approached me in front of my clients. So God is so good. I had a client there because I did biracial clients that had kids that were Black.
Okay.
And so it was a white lady in there with her daughter. I used to do her hair. And she heard him question me about my application. Her sister was an attorney. And she called her sister and told her sister what happened. Her sister wrote, God is so good, I hadn't even met the woman. She wrote a letter to the owner and said, I hope you have checked everybody else out while you're checking out Sandra, And so she said, if so, if you haven't, I think you need to leave her alone or I'm going to take her case. And he left me alone. God is good. God is good.
Oh, he had major favors.
Lord have mercy. So I stayed there for a while and really couldn't deal with the spirit of him.
Yeah.
And that's when I got the opportunity to go in East Dundee. And I was there for that time. And then it was time for me because I had really downsized. I think that's what it was. Things was kind of getting rough. And so, and in a point in your life, you have to realize you could be up there and you're doing and things are good. But when things get tough and you have to downsize, don't have no shame to do it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I did without any shame. And I went to a smaller place and it accommodated me for what I wanted. And I was there for the length of time of 3 years. So it was 7 years. So it was time for me to branch off and go bigger again. I was ready. And I was driving once again and I was on Dundee Avenue. And the owner, he was putting a sign out for rent. Shawan. Yeah, you know Shawan.
Yeah.
She does hair. So they used to be in that building where I'm at. And so he was putting a sign out saying for rent. And so I went in to check it out. And he said, once again, God is so good. He said, let me tell you a secret, seeing that you the first one. Me and my wife is moving to Colorado. We about to sell. I'm like, damn. Other new landlord.
Right.
At this time, I had met my husband that I have now, but he was my boyfriend. And I said, he had been talking about investing. And I'm like, okay. I'm real bold. Asked him. I said, Charles, and he was in Delaware. I said, honey, I found the place. I said, and they're selling. I said, now I can move upstairs and I can put my shop there and I can help do this. You need to go on and get it. And he did. He put it down and he got it. And I was so grateful and stuff. And so we bought that building in 2005.
Okay.
And so there was a young man that was in there, and he said, Miss Sandra, have you read the article? Because by me being the first Black entrepreneur in West Dundee, they did an article on me. And they asked me questions like, what brings you to this area? And I'm like, business.
Right.
I said, I was just praying and I asked the Lord, you know, what I wanted, and he gave it to me. So she said to me, so where you plan on being in 7 years? See, that 7 comes up. And I said, and not even thinking about it. I said, well, I pray to God that I'm in a building that I own. And 7 years was when I moved in Elgin.
Gotcha.
And so it was a young man in the shop getting his hair cut. He said, Miss Sandra, did you read this article? Because sometimes you can forget what you ask God for. You can forget, but he wants you to do that. He wants you to ask him and leave it right there.
Gotcha.
And I did, not even knowing, because I'm a very impatient person. I be on it, asking all the time. I thought you said, well, when is it going to happen? I don't mean to question you, but come on now, when,
Right.
And he knows me. So I love that relationship. You was talking about earlier, you have a different relationship with your higher power.
Yes.
And that's your relationship.
Absolutely.
And everybody relationship with someone that's bigger than yourself. That's your relationship.
Absolutely.
And you have, that's however you talk to him and you receive, that's your thing. And so I came and did that, moved in and everything. And so he said, read the article. And so I read it. And the lady that had asked me, what was I going to do in 7 years? That was on my 7th year that we bought the building.
Really?
7 years. And I said to God that I prayed that I'm in a building that I own instead of being God is good.
Look at you.
Yeah.
God is good, girl.
Killed that.
It's so
I bet.
girl, he give me like, you see, that's what I'm talking about. They'll tell me, they'll be like, calm down, but that's what he do to me. I'm not lying.
Absolutely.
Because there's no way on earth it was me.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have nothing.
Gotcha.
Still don't got nothing. None of us have anything. So when people say, you own this? I said, no, the Lord owns it. I'm just borrowing it right now. Because when I'm gone, it belongs to somebody else.
True.
I can't take it with me. So God has been good. So so it's been like, I'll say 9 years ago, after, the shop kind of died down, everybody was off on their own. And the good thing about it, from Day to Bill, Danny, James was like 12 years old.
Oh yeah, he was a young guy.
Working, sweeping the floor, watching all the top barbers. My son happened to be one. And learning how to cut.
Just by watching.
James, honey, please. That was his, what they call it, penmanship, when you go to school and enter, whatever. And that's what he's doing today, and he's great at it. And so I really look at that.
So you have the barbershop that's on that side street right there?
Where the store is, that was the barbershop.
Oh, okay.
Now, we put one, that's where they were, on the side. But my shop was right there in the store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
And so, from everybody that was in there ended up being entrepreneurs, working for themselves.
Yeah.
And I love that. People will probably wonder and say, Yeah, well, ain't nobody. I did what God had me to do, and until it was over with. And the greatest accomplishment is to see who was in there strive to be where they are today.
Love that.
Yeah, and it's been awesome. It's been really awesome. So 9 years ago, I ended up telling my husband after everybody was gone, doing their own thing, from Rosemary to Cherise to remember the other beauty shop. What was Nadia? Did y'all ever go to Nadia? Her sister Kia. She started in my business before they opened up the beauty supply store.
That's nice.
So a lot of them did, and I was really grateful. May have hurt me sometimes to see people go because
absolutely, it's a family thing, right?
Yeah, and that's okay. So I had to go through that period, but everything is not for you to keep. And so after they left, I told Charles, I said, because we had the place, it was ours, and I had did a couple of things like we had some comedy going on there. Just what they call it when you have a space. It just started where people would come and rent your space to do little things, pop-up shops.
Pop-ups, yeah.
So I was the one that started that pop-up when it came out here. I did it there. And after that, I'm like, Charles, let's open up a beauty supply store, And, he looked into it as a man, look and see, if it's making money, it's making sense to them.
Yeah.
Right.
And so he went along with it, and so it's been 9 years. So God is good.
So
God is good.
Now you have the second Black beauty store, because it was one that was on the west side.
It was not
Lovely's, wasn't it?
Yeah, Lovely. Is that the name
I think
of
it was Lovely.
Yeah, because her name is Nadia, so it was Lovely.
Okay, so Nadia and Lovely.
So
and
she set the trail.
She set the trail.
Yeah.
You came behind.
Yeah.
And now that you're in the business, you're in this area, you're one of the only Blacks that have a beauty supply store.
Yeah.
And just like I know, that when it comes to hair care, there's a whole different nationality of people who kind of like leads the way in selling hair care for African Americans.
But everybody's in it now.
Now that everybody's in it now?
Oh, God.
Okay.
You wouldn't believe.
Target got like a whole section.
Yeah, everybody got a whole section. Everything that we have in the store, Target got it.
Really?
Walmart got it. They got it. And then, see, the deal is all the cultures are blending now. They're not looking at us like we're sticking needles in our heads anymore. Because they were like that.
Okay.
They didn't know anything about it. They was naive. They didn't know anything about sew-ins. What was that like? They thought that when we do a sew-in, that we're actually sticking needles. Am I right, y'all?
Yeah, for real.
Come on now. Yeah, I know I'm right, because I hear those stories.
Now, I want to ask you a difficult question.
Yeah, go ahead. Nothing's difficult.
Nothing's difficult? Okay.
I hope not.
There's another hair care store in Elgin, right?
Is it in Elgin? Okay.
There's another hair care store in Elgin. A lot of people.
Two of them.
I'm gonna just go with one.
Okay, go with one.
Yeah, one is more popular than the other.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, because
one is more friendlier than the other.
Because
that other mean
I thought that was just. I thought that was just me.
He's mean, but you got some people that still go to that man. He had you going in the back door. He have you going in. He won't even speak.
That dude is rude as ever.
He is rude. How do you give your money to somebody that
my goodness.
won't even speak to you?
That won't even.
I don't even understand it. I don't understand it.
So if you and I never had this conversation, there's got to be some truth to it.
It is a lot of truth. Go there and see.
I was like, yeah,
go there and see, and then he'll be looking at you like you trying to steal something. And one thing about a thief is what I told my husband. A thief know how to steal.
Yeah.
With you looking.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
So I ain't got time to be watching nobody. And y'all know y'all can come in our store. You can come in, you can shop. I can go upstairs and I say, do you need anything before I go? And if you say, no, I'm just looking. Okay, let me know when you're ready. Because for one, if you want to steal, you will steal. I ain't got time to be watching you. I really don't. If you steal, you need.
Yeah. So
is that the difficult question?
No, the difficult question is, do our own support.
Ooh, wow, that is really not a difficult question. It really is. And y'all know who y'all are, and it's really sad.
Me.
Oh, it hurts my heart. And you know who you are. And you can come and talk to me tomorrow if you want to, because I don't give a shit. Okay? Because you got those that I had this one. I was out of town. You know you are. Yes, I'm putting you on blast without putting your name out
Somebody
there.
said he's cheaper on Chicago Street.
I was gonna say that. Then the other one. Then the other one we was talking about. He is cheaper.
Yeah, they say, but the reason why they're cheaper,
had to go in there
the reason why they're cheaper, and definitely cheaper than us, is because one thing about the Koreans, just like the Hispanics, it's just us that don't do the things that other people do. We just hate on each other for no apparent reason. Because whatever I do, y'all, you could do it too if you believe in yourself. You could do it.
100%.
Okay, so don't get mad at me. I love you. I love you. So I had this particular person. They called while we were out of town. Well, my niece called me and said that they were looking for a wig. And then they had somebody in there. And then they says, I can get it cheaper. See, that is so disrespectful. And that is so painful for you all to be saying that to your own people. Because see, for one thing, you're not going to go in land, and you're not going to say that to land. You're going to respect land. You're not going to go on 19. You're not going to go in any store, even the Indians, the convenience store. You're not going to go none of these places where Dunkin' Donuts. You're not going to sit back and compare prices. You're not going to do that. And it's fine for you to compare. But you're not going to tell that person. Yeah. You're not going to tell the owner, I'm going to go and I can get it cheaper. That is some sick stuff.
I want to know where that work at. Like when you sit there and tell somebody I could get it cheaper, and they be like, okay, I got you for that price. Like, who's doing that? And
I'm definitely not doing it. I would quickly say, go get it.
There.
And then a lot of times me and my husband will say, and you guys know that, compare the prices. If you can bring me a receipt, it's cheaper than ours, we'll give it to you for that. Nobody hasn't challenged us with that yet. Bring it on in, y'all. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. But it's sad when we do each other like that. It's really sad. It's really sad. You know, to where, and not only that, they'll go all the way to, where is that? You can go.
Streamwood.
There's other place where Sam's.
Yeah, there's a Sam's. There's a couple of Sam's Beauties. There's one in that's east of here. Is that Melrose Park?
Melrose Park. So they'll go all the way out there. They'll leave our store and go all the way out there and stuff like that. And then, but that's okay because see, I'm a believer of whatever you want, you go and get it wherever you want. And that's fine with me because I don't have a problem because God is so good to me. He blessed me anyway. You know, so go and get it. But just, you ain't got to tell me. You ain't got to sit there in front of folks, sit back and say you can get it cheaper. You don't have to do us like that.
And that's our folks saying that to you.
That's our folks. I have never, God is my witness, y'all, and it's really sad. I've never, ever heard anybody of another culture say the things that I've heard coming from us.
Why do you think it's like that?
And I hate to use the word hate, haters. I hate that because I don't feel comfortable with anybody feeling that way about me. If you knew, I just told y'all the story. If you knew what I went through to get where I'm at, then you wouldn't be hating.
Right.
You would just know, damn, that girl pushing. Because that's what I was doing, pushing. Without child support, y'all, pushing. And I'm grateful. So I think it's something within that person, something that they're going through. So we really have to have compassion because we really don't know what they're going through. See, I can go through a lot and overcome it. I can go through a lot and break through it, fight through it because I'm a fighter. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let you. I'm like weeble wobble, baby. I ain't falling down. You know, I ain't falling. So I'm good at that, but not everybody is. Not everybody is. And so it bothers people to see other people do the things that they do when they don't know what to do. And with me, and I'm pretty sure you all, with a lot of other people, if you see those people that are striving and that are doing what they're doing, just pray that when you go to them and ask them, they're not being crabby or they're not being to where they so proud, to where they can't tell. Whatever it is that anybody want to know from me and from other people, I'm pretty sure, just ask. Just ask, because I've never been that type of person. I like to dress. I love to dress. That's just me. But my looks is not me. You know, the inner me is totally different than my looks. You
Absolutely.
know, and the inner me is sharper than my looks, baby. Much sharper than my looks. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, just ask me, and I'll tell you, because I'm not that type of person that looks down on people.
Right.
I'm so down to earth. I'm loved by many. Oh, I may be loved by plenty and hate by many. However it goes.
I got a question.
Yeah.
And I want to get in your business a little
No,
bit.
that's okay. That's okay.
How you get 3 rings? What's the trick?
3 rings?
Wedding rings.
Oh.
You just went through 3 marriages.
Oh, girl.
I want to know how you keep a husband, girl.
By loving myself.
Okay.
No, loving myself.
Okay.
See, a man, I promise you, a man
And I'm here.
never leave. A man never leave a woman that's sitting back telling him, yeah, shit, if I'm not enough, nigga, you can go. Bye. They leave a woman that sit back and cry, oh, don't leave me. I don't give a bye, boo, bye. I'm like that. And maybe because this could be the key. Because what we go through in life definitely trains us for our future. It makes us who we are, from our siblings to our parents to our surroundings that make you who you. So is he gonna break you or make you? So my shit was deep. Okay, so I done been through a whole lot. My father, and I love him dearly, and my son would probably say, "Why you say that?" But my father, you know, he felt that he can take care of us, and he did his best. But he was a man, so he happened to find a woman that took him off his game, and me and her got into it, and I left. And
Same my daddy.
Yeah, and he never came back and got me. So my father was the first man to leave me. I'm gonna make sure no another nigga leave me. I'm like, so he taught me that. He taught me that a man will leave.
That's deep.
No, but
I never heard nobody ever say that.
Yeah, my son would probably get mad because he said, "Dad, granddad, you said that."
I ain't never.
Granddaddy, granddaddy, baby.
For y'all out there that's listening right now, she says some stuff that it affects everybody.
Yes.
Your daddy is the first one to leave.
Yes.
He the first one to walk out your life.
Yes, to leave me.
That's crazy.
To leave me. And you know how painful that was for me? And so it was so painful to where those were my experience.
Yeah.
I was with someone 22 years older than me. And I'm telling you, his feet really favored my father's feet a little bit, you know. And I went through some stuff with him, you know, but I made it through, you know. And it doesn't give you the security that you need as a woman, or it could be a man. You know, to where you're missing those parts. You miss it because, see, one thing, me as a woman, I can't raise a boy to be a man the way a man can. So you do need both parents. And even if the mother is missing in it, the man, when it's time for us to come on, they may be scared to go get some pads. You know, scared to see, you know, all that other stuff, you know, and stuff. So it's a difference. So that's interesting. It really taught me.
You just took me kind of like down memory lane in a minute, you know, I mean, for a second, because in a past relationship that I was in, one of the things that had me tied to the individual was they reminded me of my mother, their hands.
And it was his feet. Serious, that's
and I've never and I was like, because I was attached to my mother like that, and what kept me really attached to this individual was the hands.
I'm telling you,
not that it was like some kind of kink or anything like that. It just
because I didn't have no foot fetish.
Made me
I didn't have no fetish.
Put me back into like the arms of my mother.
Yes.
And you will put up with some stuff.
Do you know how long I was married to this man for I think 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had people saying, "Oh, marriages go through that." I'm like, bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, because
like,
one thing
this.
about our parents,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a baby boomer. I'm at the end of the baby boomers, but our parents, they kept everything to themselves.
They did.
They would not share the problems. So I ended up telling my auntie, I'm like, just because y'all did not is the reason why we do.
Yeah.
Go through the shit. Because, people like, don't, what they say, don't throw your dirty laundry out there. Well, hell, I ain't thinking about that damn
People
dirty
tell
ass
me
laundry.
I'm too open with my kids all the time.
No,
I'm like,
No,
no,
you're not.
that's right on point.
It
He
is.
asking in this subject,
Exactly.
and I'm gonna tell him.
Exactly.
Like,
Because, and you made a point there, because like by me not being raised, my mother I was 13, and then my father, I was 16. And you can ask my kids, man, I was so wrong with them. That's why I don't have a lot of grandkids. I taught my kids how to, I know y'all. I taught them how to satisfy. I said, play with your damn self. Play with yourself. Play with yourself. I know y'all gonna get me for this one. But yes, Thomas, I know you're gonna get me. But yeah, because he had this girl, and she said, I ain't gonna say who it is, but you got. And so she says,
cut that out.
yeah, she says, I'm like, I told him, you better be glad he doing that than out there doing that. So there's things that when you're not raised with your parents, you become the parent that you think you're supposed to be. And it may not be all pleasant, and you may have to go back and apologize to your loved ones because of the way you handle things. And by me being that runaway person, I was running, so my kids, they experienced a lot of that. But they did not experience me staying in a situation too long that wasn't right.
Gotcha.
And that's a good thing, because I'm like, I used to tell my daughter, I'm like, baby, this ain't the way it's supposed to be.
You didn't have a problem taking flight, huh?
Oh, shit. To where my husband today, I love you dearly, he thought that because he knew of the prior, husbands and stuff, he was so afraid. He was thinking, yeah, you're going to leave me. And then my sister didn't make it no better. You're going to be one of her victims. She's something special. Only way a man be my victim is because you made yourself the victim. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you said.
You made yourself that victim. You know what I'm saying? Because we come with real love. One thing about a woman, we come to be loved.
Yeah.
We come to be loved.
Yeah.
And no matter what, I used to say in the shop, the guys used to get mad. Bill and Donnie and Thomas and all them, I said, you know what, I'm going to get a group of women, because I feel that my ministry is with women because of what I've dealt with. And I just want to help to, hoping that I can share my life so they could be part of your life on you loving who you are. Because I love me some sand. I love the shit out of some sand, baby. Because God loved me, I love me
Absolutely,
some sand.
100%.
And one thing about it, when you love yourself, the question is, when you love yourself, you ain't got nothing to worry about, because that man gonna feel that energy and he gonna want to pour into it, because most men love confident women.
Girl, talking.
And most boys want to run away from it because they are not ready for it.
That's called, that's called essence.
Yes.
That's
And it's
your
like,
essence.
oh, bye, baby. I had these panties said, nah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bye. Gotta go.
I literally played this game one time in a relationship where I was like, I'm going to apply the pressure and the question of marriage. And I thought that would
And why
get
not?
me.
The husband I have now, I gave him 5 years. And he can say to me,
It's still on your shoulder.
he can say to me whatever he want to say. He can say, oh, I didn't threaten. Shit, I just made you a promise, baby, that if we are not married in 5 years, you done had enough of my goodies, boo-boo.
Right.
That's it. You understand?
Okay.
And a man is
right.
going to respect that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I love your honesty. Thank you.
No, I have to keep it real, girl. He looking at me. He'll chastise my little tail. I tell you for that. And I take pride in that. That's why You know, when I was telling Jimmy, I'm like, you know, I'm just hoping, you know, I don't get, you know, because with the questions, I'm going to answer the question.
But you know, I tell people a lot of times, man, many are called, few are chosen.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? You went through what you went through, so you can reach out to somebody and without shame and help them. I often tell people, like, telling your story, like our own individual story, helps liberate you.
Ooh, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Me and Ness, we done talked about this several times. Being able to say, hey, you know, this is what went on, and I'm still here.
Exactly.
You know, a lot of people ain't here.
No. And I thank God every day because of the things that I in tune to, you know, in my life, the people that I involve myself with. For one, yes, I got a history.
It's all right.
All of us got a history.
We all got a history.
But let me tell you, I can walk in mine. No shame. You understand? I don't have anybody disrespecting me or anything like that, or got dirt on me or anything like that. None of that. So I just did what I would call the average person do. But you just got some people that don't want to talk about it. They'll never tell you about the shit that they did. You know, sometimes I want to be the fly on the wall just to see, because I know your life is not perfect.
Absolutely.
Why you want to look down on me? So that be the problem with a lot of people, is that they looking at you and they thinking that because of where you are, they don't know how you got there. So they looking down on you and mad, you know.
It's none of their, you know, I tell folks, like, it's none of their business, you know what I'm saying, on how you got there. You got there.
Yeah.
Then I see people all the time always talking about folks ain't understanding their vision. Nobody's supposed to understand your vision.
No.
If God gave you a vision, that's for you.
And you know what? And seriously, I didn't care whether anybody. I had people saying, "Girl, you just doing too much." And when you tell me that, that's energy for me.
Right.
All that do is give me energy just to prove to you. Really, I got this one life. Look at who's my guy? Steve Harvey. I was about to say lips. You know, a lot of men don't like him. I do. Why? Because he's not perfect, but he's definitely telling the truth. He's telling you about his experience. He's telling you what he have learned. He's sharing with us about what the do's and the don't is when it come down to a woman. And the reason why they don't like him, because he had that book and he's telling all of this to them. Then they start doing a 30-day or the 60-day thing and all that. But I tell you, women, if you want a man, baby, learn how to love yourself first. And when I say that, love yourself, I hope it ain't no kids on here, but if it is, y'all little ass need to love yourself too. Okay? When you get to the point, self-love, and however that may be, hands on, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Yeah, but I think a lot of individuals need to know that about themselves, even guys. But we live in a time where there's a lot of baby boys, and when I mean these are legit baby boys, and you have a lot of women that look for baby boys because they want somebody to take care of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
And it's the craziest thing, but it's there.
Yes.
I got a friend. She told me not too long ago. She said, Jimmy, she was like, you know, I struggle in relationships, and I said, why? You know, she was like, because any guy that I talk to, he has to have a side hustle. He has to have a little bit more extra about himself, just outside of the regular old 9 to 5.
Why is that? You wonder?
Because I don't know. I guess like people that she always dated has always been hustlers.
Okay.
She's kind of like an entrepreneur herself, so she's like saying like, hey, I need to see that extra drive about you. Okay, you work a 9 to 5, but if there was something wrong in the house, do you know how to fix it? Would you try to fix it? A flat tire? Would you try to change it? Like,
but most hustlers don't know how to do all that.
That's crazy. Yeah,
because they out hustling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they out hustling.
Yeah. I've dealt with hustlers too. Yeah. And he didn't want to go anywhere, rest in peace. You know, he didn't want to do nothing. And I'm like, okay, bye. You know, because I ain't got time to be going to visit you in jail.
Right.
I ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
I'm never on that one, you know.
So what would you tell a younger Sandra, from what you know now, what would you tell you said you had your first baby at 20.
Yeah.
What would you tell a 20-year-old Sandra?
Oh, try to close your mouth, listen to your parents so that you won't have to leave home, for one. And if things were the other way around where you just couldn't stay there because of the situation being what it was, just pray and pray for a higher power. The Lord is who I believe in. You know, just pray and love yourself. Love yourself. I mean, that's all I can say is love yourself, because I didn't love myself. And anytime you're doing the things that you're doing, you're not loving yourself.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have had 3 kids. I wouldn't have had 3 husbands. I wouldn't have had a whole lot of boyfriends if I was loving myself.
But that was all a part of the growth and the development.
Yeah,
though.
so that's what I would tell someone today. Someone at the age of 18 or 20 is to love yourself. Because when you love yourself, then that opens up room for you to know when someone else is loving you. You would know that because when you loving yourself, the person that you meet is going to meet those criteria of loving and respecting you.
You definitely can feel when they don't, too.
Oh, yes. So, and I would say just love yourself. Finish what you got to do. Do not focus on guys. This is not the time to focus on guys, especially in y'all world today, young folks. This is not the time because y'all are confused, really confused. You're wilding out.
Wow.
So this is not the time to be interacting in the way that you're interacting.
I'm trying to get like you.
But don't be interacting. That means save yourself, baby. Okay, seriously. Save yourself for whoever God has for you. It's not that serious. You know, it's not that serious for you to be hot. If you hot, play with your damn self until you nut until all the nut is gone. And then when you see that man, you can say, he'll say, hey, can we get, and then you'll say, I'm straight. You mean it. I'm straight. No, seriously,
so true,
I'm telling you, I had to get to that point, seriously, to where I was satisfying myself, you know, so that I would, when my husband met me, he was like, so are you dating? Right? No, I got friends, and you know, I had friends. And he said, so how you, I know, Charles, I know you were tripping on it. He said, so how you, I said, I take care of myself, baby. And I know you're going to say something here. You say, can I see? No, nigga, that ain't for you to see. Nigga, that's for me, boo. That's all for me, boo. I told you I was loving myself. You know what I'm saying? And men can be selfish. They can be very pushy. But the only reason why they get to push us is because we're not loving ourselves. If you love yourself, then you won't stand for none of that. Yeah. And if he tell you, well, what you think? You think I'm gonna stick around for nigga? Go on by your business. Go and screw whoever you want to screw, because you know that that's not the guy for you. Yeah. If he gonna take off and do something with someone else, it's like hell with you. Yeah. So then you have to have the mindset to say, I'm out. Yeah. You know, it was a young lady came into the store, and I'm not putting her out, and I pray to God that she come back to me and say she didn't. So she said that they were thinking about getting married, her and the guy, and they've been together for 11 years and all that. And I was like, okay, so what's the problem? She said, well, he did what he did at time, and I did what I did, and then he did what he did, and I did what I did, and all that other stuff. And then I was like, okay, well, y'all need to continue, you know, elsewhere. And she said, well, he asked me to marry him, and I told him, come on, look for a real. I said, why you gonna tell him that? Like, well, you just told me you wasn't for sure. Why you gonna tell him that? She said, yeah, you're right. You're right. I said, well, okay, now don't come back in here 4 months later and tell me you asked to marry him. I said, because I'm telling you, what you see is what you get. And a lot of times with guys, even with women, what you see is what you get. A man can meet you today and know that he wants to marry you in 3 months or a month. I'm serious. If he is ready for that. But if he not, you're not going to be the one.
Yeah.
And it may be a year, it may be 2. And in that time, what is he? All he doing is sucking up all your juice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then by the time he did, you dry.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to think about that. Just like yourself. Did I answer that question?
Yeah. What I've been coming across, in some reading, and like, they say everybody, just because you're pretty or just because you're cute or desirable, marriage may not be for you. And I say that in the sense of a guy, because guys supposed to be solid in their foundation, because in other cultures, if the guy is not solid in his foundation, he does not get a wife. So if he doesn't have a job, if he's not stable, he doesn't get a wife.
That's true.
Having a wife is a privilege.
Yes, it is.
Like a big time privilege. So I guess I'm saying to, females out there.
And it's not
like,
a 50-50 thing. You know that.
That's why it's.
It's the 80-20.
Yeah. Well.
No.
You said it's an 80-20.
It's 80. No, because you all are gonna, as a man, you all are gonna put out, and you should put out. Maybe because I'm old school, more than we do. Because y'all are the stronger vessel. Yeah. You are. Y'all can work harder than us.
Yeah.
And a lot of men are like, why should I do that? Why can't it be 50-50? Where are your other 50 at?
Yeah.
So bring it all.
Well, I mean, I guess people look at those kind of conversations. I guess sometimes maybe it depends on who raised you. See, like being around my mother. My mother did everything underneath the sun. You know what I'm saying? She was the daddy. She was the grandmother. She was the grandfather. So in my eyes, I expected the woman kind of like to be the same way. You know what I'm saying?
The boy always looking for somebody of the mother image.
I think in those type of situations when it's kind of like saying what's understood ain't got to be talked about. When those type of things, those type of energies meet, that's like dynamic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's very rare that you do
end up meeting someone just
meeting
like your
somebody
mom.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that is so rare, I say. I don't know if I want my son. Nobody. I don't know if he can handle it.
You have a lot of people on here that's saying, "Hey, we got Mika Aguado. You got Brian Thomas. He's saying what's up." Like a lot of these people are saying, like,
Mika,
Mika saying that she learned a lot from you. You're like her second mom.
She is. That's my girl.
You inspired a lot of people just by doing hair.
Yeah.
And just by showing the way. You know what I mean? I never thought that working in the barbershop, how many people actually like come in there just because they want to be a part.
That's a counseling section.
You know what I'm saying?
That's where
I used to go to a barbershop, Pee Wee them shop, just to sit in there. I used to be bored, like I'm gonna go kick it with them. That's where I felt safe and comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, our barbershop is somewhat different.
In my shop
yeah,
too.
You had a lot of great guys.
That's what's up.
A lot of great guys came out of your shop, and I look at those shops, and I say, you know what, I can only speak for Lincoln Avenue. You know what I'm saying? And like, we set ourselves aside. Not saying that we the best shop in town, but we try to have a good atmosphere. We try to have a healthy atmosphere, and try to be loving and make people want to come back. You know.
And it had to be in you. It really is. See, love is not phony. And the reason why I say that, you can't love me today and then I see you tomorrow and you act like you hate me. You know what I'm saying? And you're turning your back on me. Love is real powerful. Love is strong. It's keeping that connection with that person that you say that you love. And I thank God, because I have godsons, that calls me mama and things like Mika. Mika is like a daughter, and I've always loved her family, and I mean the whole family. And love, that's what it's all about. It's all about love. Love. You connect with the greatest people.
I have a comment from a guest. She says, not everyone is a wife. It takes a lot of sacrifice. Does a woman have to be submissive to be a good wife, or wife material?
See, when they say submissive,
That burns you up, don't it?
Oh yeah, because we both have to be. Because there's no damn way. And y'all excuse my French, but there's no way on earth that. And I tell my husband, I treat you like you treat me.
That's 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And anytime a man is treating a woman good, that woman, we gonna lavish you. Yeah. We gonna rub.
Well, not
head.
in all cases.
Oh no! If you're that loving person, you're going to, because most women, that's what we're looking for. You know, is to be loved. So being submissive, we both have to be. Because the main thing, a man had to be submissive to God. Yeah. So that means that you got to be treating me how he treats me. Yeah. Or why should I be submissive to you?
Mel says the same thing. She says, yes, he has to submit to God.
He have to submit to God.
That's your daughter.
Yes, she knows. She got to listen. I'm telling you, my daughter is married to a God-fearing husband that was in the street. I mean, big time in Jersey City. And me and him talk, we're really close. He's like a son, you know, of mine. And he have to stay. See, when you've been there and been out in the street and you done did things, wild kind of things, it's best that you get the Lord on your side or a higher power. Because if you don't, you falling right back into that pit. And so me and him talk, and he have to stay connected to the word in order for him not to connect back to the streets. So submissive. He have to continue to submit himself to God in order for his wife to submit herself. You know, even though everybody have their own job to do, you know, and some people can be a little bit hard-headed, you know, than others. And I'll say that to myself. I have a hard time with submissive. I do. I do. You know, but I'm gonna get past it one day. I'm gonna get past it. I try.
What is your love language?
Oh, my love language is making you happy. Making you happy, making you smile, doing crazy things. And you know, laughter is life.
It is.
You know, it's life. And my husband could tell you, he have fun with me. We have fun, you know, when we ain't, you know, mad at each other, we having a lot of fun. And I like that. That's my love language. You know, is that. Now, what I like for me, that's me giving. Okay. Now, what I like to receive is affection. I like to receive you listening and believing and understanding me. You know, because when you don't understand me, it's a problem. Yeah. Because I understand
when you're repeating yourself.
Yeah, and it's like, God, didn't you hear me? Come on now, dang. And then I be trying to be real calm too. You know, because some people say, you know, I have friends say, you need to calm down. You need, because I can get real roused, you know, and stuff like that, you know. And so I have friends that say, you need to calm down.
Why you need to calm down?
And that's what I said. I said, well, you need to stop getting me riled up. Because I mean, it's like, come on now. I am very calm. Yeah. But hey, it's got to come out some kind of way and shit. And one thing, I ain't got no illness. I don't have high blood pressure. None of that. Because I get the shit out. I get it out. And when you sit back and you leave what's bothering you in because you don't want to share that with nobody, share it with the damn one that put it on you. Yeah. And I wouldn't give a shit if he didn't want to hear. I'll walk around that house until I say what it is that's on my mind.
Absolutely.
You know, because I just don't want that to be sitting on my heart. Yeah. And that's how we end up with heart attacks and cancer. All that is stress. Yeah. And one of my girlfriends said to me, God, Rita, what is that? The meaning of stress. It's like, oh God, at least I'll come back with that one. But it is so powerful to where the meaning is really seeing what's going on with you. When your body breaks down. And it's due to, oh, Rita, come on, Rita. Come on. But she said this, and I'm like, damn, that's really powerful. That's really powerful because it meant just what it said, to where your body breaks down And when your body breaks down because of stress, that's how things are able to attack you.
Oh.
Because it's weak at this moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So anything, when you sleeping and or whatever, and you just rest, anything can attack you.
For real.
So it's best to not stress out about things. Talk about whatever it is that you need to talk about to whoever you need to talk to. If it's a friend. And sometimes I tell things to people, I don't even give a damn if you tell anybody, because I had that opportunity. I had that opportunity to let it out. I don't care. They say you can tell that I don't give a shit. And then I have some people that don't share nothing with me. But hell, they probably got more illness than I can ever have. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care. I really don't care. When I'm ready to say what I need to say, I say it.
I get it out. I'm the same way.
How do you feel about being around people who are non-sharers? When they don't share, they don't indulge, do you feel like sketchy?
Well, it all depends. It all depends on what move I'm in.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't care what you don't want to share. I wouldn't care. You can keep that shit stuck up in your ass forever. You can have hemorrhoids with that. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have diarrhea. I'm shitting that shit out. So I don't care. Now there is some people, and I try not to get in that crowd of people that I can't, if I need to, share whatever it is I need to share. And there's some people I say things because then I'll say, and you can go back and say. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some people you want to say some things to, and you want to tell them they can go and tell somebody. That's fine.
Right.
Because I done said that. I done talked about somebody in this and just recently, and I'm just waiting to see them. And I told these people about it because these people work with you, and I want you to come back because I told them I want you to come back so I can tell you too. Right. I just hadn't ran across you to tell you what it is I need to tell you because you really pissed me off. Right. And God says, if anyone offend you, you go to them in peace. Now, Lord, forgive me. I may have not went to them yet, and I told these other people, I'm not perfect, but that's what happened, and I'm pretty sure they may have not even went back and said anything. Right. I was so bold to say.
Right.
Yeah.
You talked about Mississippi earlier. You said that you was just down there in Mississippi.
Yeah.
You got a home built in Mississippi.
Yes.
What's next on your plate?
Ooh.
What's this?
Oh. Well, whatever God has for me, but God only gives you. I feel as though God give me what was already on my plate, and it's up to me to figure out what that is. So my desire is to minister to women. Tell them the truth. Help them out of a situation. And so in Mississippi, I'm praying to God on the 8 acres. I'm able to put more little huts and things like that on there so that women can come together. We can be out there, we can shoot, we can fish, we can scream, we can talk to each other, just whatever to free our mind. Because I'm like a mile from neighbors. So I don't have any neighbors.
No, I'm not.
Hearing you say this, because you haven't said nothing, but I'm reading between the lines. You're planning on moving.
Oh yeah, it's time.
So
glad you brought that up. For one, yes, we are. We've been trying to first of all sell the business because I'm 63, my husband's 67, and we did our thing here, and I thank God. Elgin has been great to me, and when I say Elgin, you know who you are. But I'll say the northwest suburbs have been excellent to me because we have West Dundee, East Dundee, Algonquin, Crystal Lake, Huntley. We have
somebody calling in.
That's something different.
We have been supported by the northwest suburbs, and I'm really grateful for that. So when God has blessed you, the best thing for you to do, to me, is to bless others. So I would like to just share whatever God has blessed me with, I'm a sharer. I like to share. I don't mind sharing. You know, my cup is overflowing. I don't care. You can't take nothing from me because He's gonna keep me full. You know what I'm saying? And so my next thing is to minister, you know, to women, and we had been trying to pass the torch to another African American as far as the beauty supply store. And it hasn't been successful. We checked with a whole lot of stylists and other business owners, and it just hadn't been successful. I don't want to pour any salt out. Just hadn't. It was disappointed to me, a lot of things that I encountered trying to do this. So yes, and don't y'all think it's time? I know there's a lot of them saying, no, you can't go nowhere. It's time for me to go. And when I do, I'm gonna have a really big celebration. I pray to God I'm able to, because I am so grateful for everybody that has touched my life, has been a supporter. I mean, with the guys, you know, that they were supporting me then, you know, me. With the when you all was next door, and you know, and with the store itself, I have had some really great experience, you know, and I'm not moving because somebody tried to break in. Okay, for those that said that, I don't know where the hell that came from. Okay, but not that. It's just it's time. It's just time, and it's not time today. It's not time tomorrow, and whenever that time is, you know, I am one to let everybody know, because I don't want you to be coming to our door and we're gone. I respectfully, I want to let everybody know, you know, so I have been letting people know what we're doing, because I'm just not a secret keeper, unless you tell me to keep a secret. And if it's my secret shit, I can tell it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not that, because I just don't like people to be doing a lot of talking. So yes, we want to. And if it's somebody out there that really want to take over, call me with the paper saying that you got it. Right. You know, don't call me saying you just thinking about it. Oh yeah, I want to do it. And nah.
So you selling the whole business or the whole building?
Well, everything. See, because we were trying to sell the business, or you know, transfer the business over to somebody, and that wasn't going well, because we were really blessed, because buying the business, and unless you have some money where you have to pay the rent, you have to keep up all the products, that's a challenge. We were blessed because it's our building, right? And so then we thought about it. It probably wouldn't work out right to sell the business, because they're gonna have to pay rent. And so that's when we thought about selling the building and the business, and stuff like that, 2 for 1. And it's a great deal. It's a great deal.
It's a great deal, but my heart hurts. Like,
I know.
I got.
And I would stay in business because of these people's hearts hurting. But
but you gotta go. You gotta go do you. You like you said, it's your time. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that.
And I'm a miss, and I am, and that's why we really hadn't did it just bluntly, and did it is because our heart pours out to those. We still get new people today. And when we get those new people, they say, oh, we didn't even know y'all was here. Oh, this is going to be our store. Do you know how that makes me feel? And y'all can't go nowhere, and things like that. That really makes me feel sad. So it's not that I just want to bail out, because I'm not a bailout person. Right. It's just that for those that know me, before we got the store, we were traveling. I'd have been to Africa twice, and been to Israel and Paris and all of that stuff. By the grace of God, thanks to my husband and stuff like that, because he likes to travel. And since we've had the business from 10 to 7, we don't get a chance to do that anymore. And then we think of, and you all have to think of this, y'all young, but y'all gonna get in your 60s one day, and then things are not going to be working the way they used to work anymore. And when we go traveling, we see people in chairs and canes, and we don't want to have to wait until we're in that position to where we are traveling and we have to have a breathing machine, all that old stuff. We want to
enjoy your life
now.
Yeah, you want to enjoy it now. Yeah.
So please pardon me. Please pardon me.
I don't want to bring Lynn up, but I had to ask Lynn one day. I said, "Do you ever do anything besides being inside?" Because she is there 5 days a week.
Lynn, me and Lynn was good buddies. Because I used to send my clients to her, and she would send people to me until I told Lynn that I was gonna get the store. And when I did it, you know how Lynn is all in. She happy for everybody. Lynn went on a froze. She was like, when I said to her first, I said, Lynn, listen, the place is empty. You want it because where she was empty. There wasn't no action going on over there by Clock Tower. So I said, why don't you come on over here and put your store? No, Sandra, I'm okay. That what she said to me. I'm like, okay, because I didn't want to tell her what my plans were, because I don't like hurting people's feelings. So I asked her, did she want the spot? So when she told me she didn't, so I went back to her because I'm trying to give her the news without anybody else giving it to her. And because I like respect.
This is recent?
Before we open up the store.
Gotcha, okay.
And so I said, when I asked her and she said what she said, I went back to her. I said, well, I told my husband what you said, and he said, well, let's do it then. And when I told her that we were going to do it, she got quiet. She didn't say when or anything like that. It was like, she just knew she was going to have competition. But I'm not a competition. Right. I'm just a competitor. We're in the same thing. There's no competition with me because everybody go where they want to go.
Absolutely.
And so I've never seen a Korean guy on Dundee Avenue, on Dundee. I saw this little short man. I started asking people, do y'all know that? How do Lynn's husband look? He's short. So it was him. No. In our window, and everything. So they kind of felt that, that they were going to have some problems and stuff. And I don't come from problems, and things like that. So that's why you guys, and I used to tell you, model. And y'all crazy as hell, but that's okay. That's why things happen to us because we're not for us. And anytime anybody is not selling or allowing us to sell their product because they're trying to protect Lynn and all the rest of Korean. When y'all are wrong for supporting them, you need to boycott. But they didn't want to do it. They just go to Lynn, and that's fine because they love Lynn. That's
I just want to say she don't have no price stickers on nothing. Because she come up with the prices as she go. It's $1.99 on Tuesday, then it's $4.99 on Thursday.
And they love Lynn for whatever reason, and I do
when
too.
I peep that,
but people are loyal.
Some
people are loyal, and no matter what color you are, and we have to respect them for that. They're just loyal. And when you find somebody that's loyal, we can't hate on that, because we have people that are loyal to us too.
Absolutely.
So that's just the way it is when it come down to that. When it come down to us, we're African American, we're just some loyal ass people. Sometimes we're loyal to people that we don't need to be loyal to. You know what I'm saying? Some people that don't give a shit about us, but we're still loyal to them, And that's just the way it is.
Well, I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say thank you on behalf of Lincoln, Lincoln Avenue Barbershop.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? You, I believe that was Will's first.
It was. And how did that happen? If I must say, Will, I knew him from my kids.
Yeah.
And I asked my kids. I said, "What do y'all think about Will?" Because I was trying to put somebody in there that wasn't gonna be rowdy and things. And they said, "It's a pretty cool guy, And I had no idea that it would have been his first spot. I had no idea that he would have continued everything, if you know what I mean. Yeah, he stepped his game up. I mean, he really stepped his game up, and due to the fact of how he's raised. You got a powerful mama, and things, and she gonna make sure that. So I went to him and I asked him, I said, hey, you wanna come on? And he did. And it was good, it was good. And I was really happy that, I was able to give him that opportunity. And
I miss Lincoln Avenue. That was like, I don't know, that was the home away from home. You know what I'm saying? And
I miss you guys too.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do things too and act out and things happen, and people have to do what they have to do, and that's fine. 'Cause like I said, I'm not perfect.
Do you see any young girls kind of like following the path you guys?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I must put a shout out. This young lady, Candace, She's a braider.
Candace.
Oh, yeah.
Candace. What's Candace last name?
Newman.
Candace Newman. Okay.
Yeah.
Young girl.
I was so impressed.
She got a shop.
Oh, she had the shop when she was like 18 or so.
Is she out
She
there?
right there by Walgreens.
Wing Park.
Wing Park.
Okay.
The girl is cold. She cold because of the way she stepped out without fear.
Got you.
And got in her own place.
We're gonna have to get it. We're gonna have to get a hold of Candace.
And now, no, and the spot where y'all was, I'm about to put it in there. She's
Really?
about to be, and she's still gonna have a little spot.
Wow, she finna have 2 locations.
The girl, and she's 20. I'm telling you. So
Really?
there's some girls out here, young girls, and I encourage them because, hell, my mother taught me at 13 how to do hair. So, and I was on my own, doing hair and stuff. So it can happen. So there are some girls that are coming up.
Yeah, I say that because, like, even in the barber world, we don't have a lot of brothers that's trying to cut hair.
Yeah.
When we do the back to school hair drive and things like that, it's a lot of Latino brothers. It's like, where are y'all young brothers? We
But
trying
you gotta pull them in.
we trying to pass it. They don't want to do it.
Get them in and let them sweep the floor. And
Anytime we open the door for them, anytime
Y'all
we
hear
tell
that.
them come in there. One thing, like I said, we say at Lincoln Avenue, we believe, especially if I'm there, we're gonna look out for the shorties by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying?
You have a great reputation.
So if a guy want to come in the shop, if he want to learn, you're gonna come in the shop and you're gonna learn. If you want to come, you want to start sweeping up, and we teach you. Come on in. You know what I'm saying?
Just keep on. Don't give up.
We want them. We want them to.
Don't give up
Because it's a hustle.
And go into the schools and see.
We do.
Yeah,
we do. We try to do job fair events, with the school and let them know. Hey,
because a lot of times kids don't want to go to college. A lot of times they don't even want to be in school. So and they want to make that money quick, and things.
But
like
they
that.
they gotta want to put that work in because nothing comes overnight.
No,
you know what I'm
lazy
saying?
about it,
nothing comes overnight.
Sure, because I done had a lot of nights, and the people that know me, where I have opened up the shop at 5 in the morning and didn't get out until 1, 2, 3 o'clock the next day. So it's all about a real struggle, as far as working. You just have to have that energy, that strive, that tenacity to do it. You can't be lazy.
So is your daughter's beauticians as well?
No, but they know how to do their hair. No, a male know how to do a sew-in. Quinn know how to do crochets, They know how to do hair, but Mel is a teacher, Quinn is a counselor, and Tom is an entrepreneur. But no, that's why I wish that I was able to give it to them, but they're not in the town anyway. So
gotcha.
I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it. I'm not going yet, but everybody would know when I'm at.
Yeah, you definitely got to throw that. I'm a DJ too.
Yeah.
Well, it sucks that I just met you and now you're leaving.
I ain't going nowhere yet. Not yet. We'll see what God has planned. You never know. This here can reach out to somebody and they say, hey, they want to do it. They want to get it.
Now, is there?
I'm sorry.
Ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just going to ask you to say the proposal one more time so we can let everybody know that you are selling the building and the business.
Yeah,
correct?
And if there's anybody out there that really want to step in with some money, showing that the bank will loan you money, you're not going to get our information without giving us your information.
Gotcha.
As that you can buy. But we had opportunities for someone coming in and getting it. Where we train them, we're not going to just leave anybody with the store, but you got to have some money.
There's a plot twist.
Yeah.
Huh?
There's a plot twist.
Yes.
You get one of the Latino brothers or a Korean brother that want to purchase the shop.
Korean, y'all got enough.
Yeah.
I said I want it for us first, African American, for us first. But if not us, anybody else other than the Koreans. They already got it. Come on, they already got it. And Hispanic, seriously, Hispanics, for me, they're like us. Seriously, they like us. They're trying to make it. They hustling. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get ahead. And things like that. So with them, I would say with them, but I'm not prejudiced. But it's just the Koreans. Y'all got enough. I don't care. Y'all got enough. It's okay. I love y'all dearly, but y'all got enough. Let us seek into it. So yeah.
Well, I definitely appreciate you stopping by. When I was like, let me reach out to Sam because, like I said, I love your energy. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And I was like, I got to get her on the show. If I can get a hold of Miss B, I will. I try to get her. Is she still around? Ms.
Yeah,
B?
she's still around? Hair. Yeah,
she's still doing hair.
Maybe about 2 days out of the week.
Really?
If that.
I'm gonna have to holler at Bang because I know I talked to Bang about coming on. Maybe I can get them two to come on at the same time. Her son.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because they've been at it forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what we like to do here on This Is Bananas is share the spotlight.
Yeah.
Give the roses, especially to people that has been in it for a while, that's been grinding it out and through the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And sticking with it. Like hell, Bang done cut daddy's hair. They done had kids. Them kids done had kids. He done cut generations.
Yeah.
You done generations.
Like Candace, the other Candace,
Flowers?
No, Candace. Well, she. What is Candace? She's married to Blaylock. Her father's Sheikh.
I don't think I know who that is.
You do know Candace.
I might know Candace.
You know Candace.
Yeah.
God.
Okay, yeah.
Tiffany and her, they're best friends. You know Candace,
right?
I
got Candace.
What's her last name? Her husband tall.
Clifton.
Yeah. Now Candace, I did Candace mama's hair. Candace auntie hair. I did Candace hair. Candace daughter hair. You see?
Wow.
So them generations. And stuff like that. So it's a generation thing. It really is. So from you guys, and that's what'll keep y'all in the business.
Yeah,
because I can stay in the business forever because Candace's daughter is in cheerleading. I could continue to do her hair, and then she go to high school. I'll still be doing her hair, and then so on and so forth. So it's a generation thing, So I have to get to the point where I have to stop.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. We had a point of the show called This Is Bananas. Sometimes people call in or text in with crazy questions. So if it ain't too crazy, Vanessa, what they got to say this week?
They asked, do people eat or drink soup?
Oh, you eat the soup and drink the broth.
Oh, that is true.
I'm still like, what kind of soup is it? You know? I like that. That is crazy.
Yeah, because it's either because you can get the broth. How do you eat or drink?
Eat the soup and drink the broth.
Did I answer their question?
Yeah. One more. Just what's the most important thing on your to-do list? I think you kind of answered that.
Yeah,
you're moving
to move and get settled and to the next life that God has for me. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, the next.
Right off into the sunset. Right off into the sunset. But until then, y'all, man, can you tell everybody where you're located at so they can come by?
Yeah, 805 Dundee Avenue in Elgin, Illinois, 60120. We're in the Peach Building. You'll see Alonzo Cellular Place because the city of Elgin, they are so special too. They wouldn't let us put lights up. That's the problem I have with the city of Elgin. They are They will restrict things, ways of you making money because they have this rule where we can't put lights in the window. And our place is like in, so a lot of people pass by it. And so we can't put lights up because if we put lights up, they give us a fine. That's the only thing I don't like about Elgin.
Did they say a reason why you care about it?
Because Elgin is trying to figure out whether they want to be historic or up to date. And so with the historic, they don't have lights and stuff, around. So they want everything to look a certain kind of way. But then when it come down to downtown Elgin, I have a problem with that because
Right,
y'all
they
got lights
updating
off.
everything.
Yeah, seriously. Y'all putting y'all on blast.
Updating everything.
Yeah, so, and it's just, but they have their reason. They have their good and bad, with Elgin. They do. So, yeah. That's it.
Gotcha.
Oh, LG, man.
Yeah, I love y'all, Tish. You know I love you. You know that.
Because you know what, that the crazy part about it, when people talk about city council, only person I do think of is Tish.
Yeah, Tish is fine.
Hey, Tish, you gonna take take the brunt of it.
Well, Tish
and it's
Tish
6 more people that's on the panel, right?
Yeah, but it's Tish. Corey, he's getting there.
Yeah,
he's getting there. He's getting there. He almost like Obama. He ain't saying much. Sorry, Corey. You know what I'm saying? But he's getting there. I think he's pretty vocal.
Yeah,
he's pretty vocal. But Tish, she's been around and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I appreciate you for coming on that. She got anything?
Nah, but tomorrow my birthday.
Yeah, give it up for Ness. Happy birthday. Oh, you finna turn 21.
Birthday.
Yeah. 21.
And so now what you gonna do?
I'm gonna turn up.
With this life of yours.
Ooh.
Are you gonna do a turnaround?
Yeah, actually, you actually speak on that briefly. You actually have spoken on a lot of things that was like just a checkmate. Like, okay, you own that. You have to be on that. Like self-love. Like, I don't know. Saying that, it sounds like it's supposed to be obvious. You're supposed to love yourself, right?
You don't know,
but you don't know that you're not. When you're not, and then when you actually step out of that and you just looking and you like, hold on, I deserve better. I'm gonna get better for myself. I'm gonna do better for myself. So I'm kind of like in that era of just wanting better for myself, doing better for myself, being better.
Yeah, because you already know you're pretty when you look in the mirror. You know what you look like, and things like this. So when a man come to you and say, "Oh, baby, you looking good," say, "Thanks, I saw that in the mirror today."
Literally,
you know what I'm saying? And it's not being arrogant, but thanks. You be nice. Thanks, I saw that today.
And I used to lead with that. I used to lead with just being pretty and just like getting away with that and just being quiet, being dumb, just be like, "Oh, just love me because I'm pretty." Like,
no, and pretty don't get it.
Don't give me nothing.
That's
pretty don't get it. Yeah.
Left me high and dry. Like
Day told me one time. Day said, Sandra, if God made you, you're already good looking. But if God gave you the body along with the looks, you would be too much. And that is so true because there's always something about you that ain't all the way right. You know what I'm saying? You never seen a person that had everything. Because if they look like they had everything, they were losing something.
Literally.
Okay. They ain't got no damn sense.
They
ain't got no sense.
They got some bad breath or something.
So thank you again for coming. I know you didn't know it was my birthday, but thank you for just being honest, being yourself, and just giving me that light for my birthday. I really appreciate that.
Anytime, baby. Off the camera, on the camera. He has my information. You're welcome.
Okay, don't say that.
No, serious. I stand on it, baby. Okay, I stand on that. It's just that you be serious.
Right.
Okay? Because there's a lot of people be acting like it then. You be serious.
You're right.
Okay? Don't feel shame or it was don't feel too shame
you good.
To where it's. Are we off the camera now?
No.
You good.
You can ask anything. I'm pretty sure if I didn't do it, I know somebody that did. You know what I mean? That I can tell you about what the experience was. You know what I'm saying? But don't be shame about that. Because nothing on earth, but how they say it, everything in heaven will be done on earth or has been done.
Yeah.
Everything in heaven has been done and will be done. Okay, so therefore, nothing is new.
Ain't nothing new underneath the sun.
Nothing new. They just doing it. They got a little bit more twist to it. That's it. Because there's some crazy stuff happening today with a little twist. Y'all are something special. How old you be?
32.
32. You're in the dirty 30s.
Yes. I'm about to be deep in it.
Oh, baby. With some sense.
Yes.
Amen.
I'm excited.
Love yourself. You got a boyfriend?
No.
Good.
Because I ain't get no ring.
Good. Oh, so how long were you with him?
7 years.
Oh, that was it.
Yep.
That was it. Where you at now? somewhere you don't even care.
No,
right?
I'm just playing. He around.
But you
Still,
ain't.
we got a kid together.
What's that?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So that don't mean you got to marry him.
Yeah,
that,
right.
You know, I mean, God, He don't put us with everybody. We
Right.
put ourselves.
Right.
Once we get there, He'll help us to deal with the situation.
Right.
But He don't put us with everybody. I think who God put us with is who we're gonna be with.
Right.
We end up choosing that, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
And what about you?
Yeah, like,
We own him.
yeah,
He trying to cut it off.
You notice he
Yeah.
can't even get it out.
no, I
Lord
can get
have
it out,
mercy.
but you
Get
know
it
what I'm
out. What's
saying?
up with you?
Ain't enough time left because I go there. I go there. No, you know, there is somebody for everybody. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Okay,
And
okay.
like I said before, man, everything happened for a reason.
So
You know what I'm saying? People come into your life for reasons, seasons, and sometimes a lifetime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How old are you?
Sometimes 44.
So what are you waiting?
I ain't waiting for nothing.
Oh, so you don't want to get married? Or anything?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's going to happen. But what I'm saying is, like, I don't know, man. Like I said, people come into your life
Do
for
you know
reasons.
when it's gonna happen?
I can say it can happen tomorrow, but that's not. If that's not, I don't know if I'm going to wake up tomorrow.
Oh, you don't.
You know
so,
what I'm
but
saying?
if you wake up, why he on this shit?
Right.
Right. Like nigga like that. Why you on that? So if you wake up tomorrow, this significant one that you with,
Mm-hmm.
you wake up tomorrow. So what's the hold up?
Oh, ain't there? No,
I mean-
we all good. No, we all good.
So I'm asking you, when are you going to be ready?
I'm always ready.
So what's the holdup? Is the
There-
question.
there-
When is the date?
There is
So you
there
just-
is no date, but there is
You're
no
just not.
there is no hold up neither. Oh, so yeah, there is no hold up
That's
neither. It's just no, there is no hold up. It's just ain't no date.
Why?
I don't know. Yeah, it's not like I'm dragging my feet in the sand because of
Oh, you are.
no.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, it sounds
Oh,
like-
you
it
are
sounds-
dragging.
Yeah.
How long you been with her?
Nah, we've been together for a lifetime.
Oh, shit.
Lifetime.
I hope she
Lifetime.
That's probably why.
Yeah, but
Lifetime.
yeah, y'all
Lifetime.
see, girls, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. This is my daughter.
So, yeah,
calling me. What she calling me
I
for?
appreciate
And we thought we put it on silent.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all for tuning in to this show to this show to this
got-
is
See, he
Banana.
got nervous,
Yeah,
y'all.
we got him
We
stuck.
got
No.
asking him questions.
Gotta think.
I ain't nervous.
Bananas.
I love that. Thank you, Sandra,
Yes,
for coming.
thank you guys. I appreciate you guys having me out. Thank you. Love
Yeah.
to all of y'all.
Yeah, see
You're
y'all.
next, honey. You're gonna be on my podcast.
Wish me a happy birthday, early birthday.
Yo, wish Nessa B a happy birthday, man. She that dirty 32, baby.
Yeah, boy.
I love it.
The dirty 32, baby.
I love it.
And she gonna be on some stuff.
And she don't
Yeah.
drink. So if you want to get her something, get her some gift cards, and coupons to the Cheesecake Factory.
For real. For real, I'm gonna use them
Ain't
right on
nothing
the
wrong
date
with the Cheesecake
too.
Factory.
Ain't nothing wrong.
And I'm gonna use them right on the date too.
Ooh.
Put this on the tag.
Ooh. I asked a lot of people that question, a lot of females,
They said no.
and they said they don't care.
They don't
They
care.
Oh, before we go, I gotta ask you this question because
Okay.
you go on a date with a guy asks you out on a date. This
Okay.
is y'all first date, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all go on a date
Mm-hmm.
to the place that he choose, and he pays with a gift card from that restaurant.
He pays with a gift card, so somebody gave him a gift card.
Yeah.
That's okay. As long as the bill is paid.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Hey, you want to know what's crazy?
I said it.
Check it out.
Paid. I'm not paying it.
I'm gonna tell you
pay
what's I'm gonna tell you what's tripped out. It was only like 2 males that was like, yeah, I don't care. But then the rest of us males, we was like, you don't do that on the first date. Like,
No, but it's you took her to
the
the
ego.
restaurant. Yeah, you took her to the restaurant. There's nothing wrong with you using the card that was given to you.
There's a lot of reasons people get gift cards.
yeah. I just don't think
there's
that
anything wrong with
I see a whole
So
lot
you
wrong.
rather come out of your pocket?
And he
So
said
what are you
he'll
gonna
save
do
a
with
gift
your-
card for himself. Like he'll go by himself.
No. Maybe
Or
this,
what?
maybe the second and third date is when I roll out the gift card. But I'm thinking like the first date.
It's okay.
Yo, I think, just as a guy, just have, you know what I'm saying, me being a man.
Are you having guilt?
No, hell
guilt
to the no.
To where somebody gave you this
trick.
card and
I
Trying
just
to trick.
Yeah. Hey, that's gonna be a topic for the next next podcast show, because I just think as a guy, and I'm telling you, a lot of guys is like, absolutely not. Like, you don't lead like that.
It's okay. It's okay. And if a
Do you
woman
think you would
says
stick
it's
to
okay,
that though during the whole relationship? I think I would stick to that, where I know like his pockets a little thin if he.
Oh no! See, I'm not even gonna be thinking that his pocket's thin because he used the gift card. I'm not. I'm
thinking
not.
he's smart.
Yeah.
Terrence,
That's
Duke,
it.
what up?
That's
Duke's
it.
barbecue. We gonna get Duke in here
Oh,
too.
Duke.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love
Duke.
Duke's barbecue.
I just think that as a guy, man, you don't do that, because that can mess some stuff up in our minds. Okay, that's just like, okay, check it out.
I mean,
I know we were supposed to end this
what's
podcast.
on your mind? But what's on your mind?
We were supposed to end it, but I'm finna rewind this back real
That's
quick.
okay, because I want to know what's on your mind to make you think that that's so awful.
Because the way women are, some women, because like you be seeing all this stuff on social media, like this guy took a girl to the Cheesecake Factory and she flipped out. You know what I'm saying?
Why
Don't
did
you
she flip out?
Because she was like, you don't take me to the Cheesecake Factory on the first date. That's a cheap date. Yeah, for real. So us as guys, we trying to figure out,
Cheesecake
especially
Factory is cheap.
That's a real thing. A lot of people are saying the Cheesecake Factory is cheap for a date. I don't think so. I don't agree, but a lot of people do.
I would think McDonald's.
yeah, because as a guy, if this is a potential, if this lady is a potential person that we want to be with potentially, you don't half step. You really kind of like gotta step your game up. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, there's a small chance that it may not go nowhere after that, because it's almost like you got one chance to shoot for the moon, but we don't know that. Y'all know that.
Okay, but see, this is where they contradict themselves, because are you shooting for the moon because you really want to be with this person for life, or because if you shooting for the moon,
right now.
Oh, you trying to get it right now?
You trying to get it right
So are
now?
you trying to play?
No.
Jesse, that's you see what I'm saying? Because
trying to
it's
get it
like,
right now.
why you want to play these games? It's like, these are my games. You shooting for the moon. That's all for you.
No, we
That's
shoot
all
for the moon because
you shooting for the moon, then baby, you shoot for the moon to where you gonna keep it real. If you got that card to spend, you got that card because you saving the other money for later on when you want to take her out. That you
Buy some.
yeah,
Buy me some.
nah. You see what I'm saying?
Hey,
Because
fellas,
other
we
than
learning
that,
something
you
new.
fronting.
They giving
You're
us the
fronting,
code.
You're fronting. You're fronting.
No,
fronting.
I'm telling you.
No, you fronting.
I'm telling you,
Go on
y'all,
and spend that
y'all
gift
giving
card.
us, you giving us the code. You giving us the code, because in our minds, we can't come half stepping. Only a sucker come half stepping.
But y'all do come half stepping anyway, because you ain't coming all the way.
Well,
Your half stepping is gonna last for how long? Because I just said, if a man wants you, it don't take 6 years to marry you.
No, it don't.
It don't take
No,
7
it don't.
years. So if you come in real, then you go real all the way. So therefore, you ain't doing number front.
Well, I guess that's
and you
fun.
hear that, girls? So therefore, let him spin the card and let him know that it's okay for you to spin a card, baby, because I know the next date that we're doing, you're gonna come out of your pocket.
I like
You see what I'm saying? You're gonna come out of your pocket.
Well, why not come out your pocket the first date and then spend the card on the second?
Well, if I know about the card, because I don't know about the card.
And then we can't go to the same restaurant back to back. So it's a lot to this. Just spend the card, get it out the way.
I'm glad y'all giving the brothers the code.
And especially for one, I wouldn't know about the card if you didn't tell me about the card.
Yeah, for real. Because
So
all you gotta do is
therefore,
open the black book and put it in there.
Yeah, that's all.
But to be honest with you, I thought, in my own humble opinion, in my mind, I thought that if a guy uses a gift certificate card to that restaurant, that women would look down upon
now you know
that.
now.
Now I know.
Now you know.
That's just like
And
us
if
being in the gym trying to get a six pack.
you know
Y'all
what?
don't want those
And if
ripped up dudes.
if she says something about that, lose her.
Without a doubt.
You understand what I'm saying? Because she's not thinking logical. That's fine. I think it means a lot when a guy is given a gift card and he's sharing that gift card with somebody that he's with.
For real,
So
because gift cards you could be real selfish. That's it's a personal use. It's usually a personal use. So yeah,
okay,
I love that.
Yeah.
So if I was in the world, man, and I had a gift card and she japped out and was like, nah, I can go ahead and give it. I can
say
be like,
walk.
Get your mother
walk.
You cheap.
Yeah.
I'm just
don't
joking.
call her no name. I promise. Don't call her.
Don't call her names. I may not make it home. Then,
y'all stop letting the men and girls stop calling each other bitches. Stop it.
I got that
You're
bad.
not a dog. Don't do that.
I got that
My
bad.
girlfriends, we know, right, Ree? Right, Cherie? We know. We don't do the bitch thing.
Yeah. I got this one friend. She'd check me though every time. She'd be like, hey. Stop calling me.
Yeah.
You're
not the dog.
Yeah, I'm trying.
You're not the dog.
I'm learning.
You're not the dog. You're not the dog. You're not the dog. Because you know, then you letting that, and then when a guy, you know, saying it, it's like nothing. That gets me the God. That gives me the creep.
All right, man. I appreciate you once again. This is fun, man. I appreciate you stopping by, man. And doggone, getting on my case. You know what I'm saying? Checking me on your check. You said I was scared.
Yeah, you're scared. What's your name again?
Vanessa.
Vanessa, you make sure that I'm around when the pop is have to be on him. Okay,
I got you. I got you.
We got to do a relationship thing. Round table. Right? Shit, been with her too damn long. He's 44 years old. But you scared? He's scared. Forget that.
They used to say if you're scared, go to church.
Go to church.
I love when our guests get on you, baby.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings to next week, man.
Love
Stay warm because it's colder than a mother outside.
No, for real.
Thank you. Love y'all.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Oh, catch.